Couples Lifeline. We got Jen in the building. How you doing, Jen?
Good, how are you?
All right, we got to get to these questions real quick. We got my mate cards and we got blank and why cards. We're going to go to a yellow card first, and it's a blank and why. I enjoy blank with my mate and why. A, swimming. B, live poetry. C, burning the fire pit. Or D, decorating our place. Hold on. Answer, then explain why you chose that answer.
I am absolutely going to say the fire pit. I'm an outdoors person. I'm country. I'm from Brevard.
Okay.
So like we do things but like sitting outside by the fire pit, like it just creates a whole nother level of intimacy in some ways. You're sitting out there, you're talking, it's like conversations and that you can have by the fire, sometimes tend to be a little more in depth, just from my experience.
I got you.
Outside anytime is absolutely gonna be something that I pick. That's just me. I'm an outdoors person. You put me outside, I'm happy as I can be. But I do like the conversations that occur around the fire pit.
Yeah, I'm with you. I got some people in Maryland. They got a fire pit, and when I go up there, we stay outside till about 2, 3 in the morning, and we have drinks, good conversation, and the fire is it's like, I don't know if you can say majestic, but the flickering of the fire and just being outside and just putting the different logs on. And then I'm a fat boy, so when you get to make s'mores and stuff like that with the fire pit, that's pretty awesome. So I get that. All right, so let me go to the next card. This is my mate card. My mate, antisocial. Someone who's not social, not wanting the company of others. Is it A, a must, B, preferred, C, conversation, D, a deal breaker? Answer, then explain why you chose that answer.
Conversation. I'm not necessarily an antisocial person, but I'm a very selective around who I'm around. So being I wouldn't necessarily say I'm antisocial because like I'll socialize with you, but I only socialize, with certain people and I don't do a lot. But like with a mate who is antisocial also, it's just like I kind of need someone, would prefer someone that's will kind of balance me out a little bit. But I don't want anybody that's going to be the big social butterfly kind of, because I'm a shy person, very shy.
Okay.
So like a person who socializes like so much that they just like always into something. I'm more of a laid back kind of chill kind of person, so it would be a conversation. But antisocial, just totally not wanting company at all. Sometimes every once in a while you do want to entertain and go visit other people, but just I would say conversation.
I'm gonna go to the further spectrum. I'm gonna say deal breaker, and it's not because I want a social butterfly, but I don't want nobody to be uncomfortable to go places with me, because then you will eliminate us from attending different events.
Right.
Okay. And then sometimes an antisocial person wants you to be antisocial with them, because now they're looking at you like you're doing too much. And it's just a simple fact that they don't do enough. So everybody just have to understand, your place. But I would say it's more of a deal breaker for me. I'm not gonna even try to change somebody at the age I am now, or even try to understand you when I realize it's gonna be a recipe not good for us. Well, at least not for me. All right, so let's go to the yellow card. Blank and why. I prefer blank out of these choices, and why. Emotional support, calm demeanor, good conversation, appearance and style. I'm gonna read this again. A, emotional support. B, calm demeanor. C, good conversation. D, appearance and style. Answer, then explain why you chose that answer.
absolutely good conversation.
Okay.
Give me the conversation because okay, whenever you can have this good conversation, you connecting on another level, like and you could talk for hours and you getting to know this person as you talk and that kind of falls in line with everything else. You know, your calm demeanor, because when you get to know a person by having these deep, long conversations with them, it kind of get to the point where your demeanor kind of fluctuates based on when you're around that person,
Okay.
you know, and like what was the first one that you got the calm demeanor and the
Emotional support.
emotional support? Like, talk to me. Are you able to have a conversation with me and talk me through things that kind of goes along with the, you know, the good conversation? Because if I can't talk to you, then how are you going to even be able to, you know,
Emotional.
support me emotionally?
Yeah. Yeah. See, okay. And I was trying to go somewhere different with it. Sometimes I'll try to answer the same thing as the other person,
Hmm.
but out of these choices, I would probably say good conversation. Well, I was leaning towards that or calm demeanor,
Hmm.
you know. But I think I would go with good conversation because you could build so much and we could talk more than we could do anything else. Like I could talk to you for hours. We can't even run an hour. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? So
right.
when it comes to conversation, you build connections with that. So I prefer that out of
Hmm.
these choices. Okay. Now let's go to the my mate card. My mate, oral sex. Someone willing to perform oral sex. Is it a must, B, preferred, C, conversation, D, a deal breaker? Answer, then explain why you chose that answer. This wasn't a setup either. My son is in the building and he watched me flip the card. Oh no, pick random cards. I don't want to be, I don't want to be pre nothing. I don't want to. Don't tell me the questions. Random cards. I flipped through the deck. These was the 6 cards. My son is in the building.
I know it, and that's why I'm like, okay.
See,
We here, all right? Your son, it's okay. I'm sorry, son. All right. So listen, me personally, it's not a deal breaker. I don't necessarily have to have it. That's just me. It's like it's not common for a lot of females. They'd be like, oh no, I just me. I don't necessarily now, mind you, I enjoy it, but it's not something that I have to have.
what's your answer? I'm confused.
So I would say it's preferred,
Okay,
but it's not an absolute you must have for me.
I think that. I think my answer would be a must.
Mhm.
It'd be a must. And my thing is I'd rather have you able to do it and willing to do it and not do it than you not wanting to do it and then I want it. Because then I'm gonna have it's gonna be a problem now because I'm requesting something or desiring something
Mhm.
that you wouldn't even sign up for. So I'd rather a person be able to do it and enjoy doing it. And then if we don't do it, that's cool. But when it's being done, nobody's feeling no kind of way about doing it.
And like in that aspect is just because you don't necessarily have to have it. I'm like me, I'm a pleaser. So I enjoy, you know, giving
Okay.
more than receiving.
Mm.
So that in that aspect, that would be like for me, it's not necessarily, but like I would enjoy if you enjoy me giving it to you
Oh,
as much as I enjoy doing it.
that's different. That's different. I ain't never heard anybody like this game been out for a couple of years. I've never heard when we have it in different spaces. I never heard nobody say it like that. We gonna move right along. We gonna move right along. Okay, this is blank and white. It's a yellow card. I prefer blank over blank and why. Empathy or passionate. Answer, then explain why you chose that answer.
Mm. So empathy is kind of when you kind of relate to
Mm-hmm.
someone else. So if you're I would say empathy because if you can relate to me, then you already know that I'm a passionate person. So you're going to be a little more passionate. You're going to put into consideration my feelings and what it is that you're gonna make an effort to make me feel good. And one of those things that I like to feel good is like the passion and the affection, things like that. So I would say empathy because it would be a little more, I guess, kind of one goes along with the other.
Yeah, yeah, and I keep wanting to pick different ones, but empathy is what makes. I feel like if you can't have compassion, or if you don't try to relate to somebody's situation or understand somebody's feelings or anything, then it's hard for you to get along with that person in the long run.
Mhm.
Because everybody want to be embraced, and and somebody having compassion or at least some understanding of what they're going through. If you don't have no empathy at all, then it'd be hard for me myself to deal with you as an individual. It'll hurt our relationship because then I might even feel like I'm being dismissed.
Right.
You know? Okay. It's the last question. Last question. Blue card. My mate. Physical abuse. Someone who hurts or harms a person on purpose. Is it a must? B, preferred? C, conversation? D, a deal breaker? Answer, then explain why you chose that answer.
Deal breaker.
Oh,
That is
yeah,
a
that
deal
was quick.
breaker. That's not even a topic of discussion. Like, don't why are you gonna hurt him? Like because it's like that's kind of reflection of you. Like you're hurting someone for what? Like you're throwing your pain out on somebody else. Usually a lot of people who are abusive or have some other stuff going on, they have things internally that they haven't dealt with. And so they're projecting their pain somewhere else and they do it through that physical abuse. That's not okay. It's like you got to deal with yourself. And I'm not going, if you ain't dealing with yourself, then you're not going to be able to help me deal with the things that I'm doing. And that's an absolute no no. You know,
Yeah, I believe I'm the same. It's definitely a deal breaker. And I'm just like you. When we got to put our hands on each other, then it's time to go because we stepped out of the space of respect and even being loving. And like you said, if you love somebody and your temper gets you to the place where you want to put your hands on them, that gets real different. And I always tell people, like family members and people I've talked to, it's not just the abuse that happens because a lot of people go through abuse secretly. It's just that at times, the more common it get, the more worse it could get because all it takes is the wrong hit, the wrong fall to turn into something else. So I've dated women that I've said something, they hit me, and I respond like, "Yo, we're not even gonna start that,"
Mhm.
and they was just laughing with me, but you was too comfortable with putting your hands on me, so we're gonna stop that right then
Right.
and there. And they're like, "Are you serious?" Like, "Yeah, I'm dead serious. Keep your hands to yourself." 'Cause I hit hard,
Mhm.
and they look like, but I'm just trying to set the tone. Like, let's not do that,
Right.
even in a laughing, joking way.
Because you get comfortable with it, you're going to do it again.
Exactly.
And it's like my grandma used to always say, men only do what you allow. And so if you allow that first hit, it's gonna come again eventually. It's like and like you said, it gets worse. So no, and it's just it puts you out of that place of respect because now you're harming
Mm-hmm.
and love is not supposed to hurt like that. You know,
Okay.
not
Parents will say different, but
right, right.
all right. So we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna do something different. Like I should have had it in my hand, so I'm just gonna read off the top of my head without having the card in my hand. Um, what's I don't need
Hmm.
the card. It's a bonus card. It's a bonus card in the card game itself.
Okay.
It said I prefer to do this with my mate, and why? I believe I asked Jen that
Hmm.
question. I asked Jen that question. It's funny, I got Jen here right now. It's different. But so with that question, because it gives you an open just to say whatever
Hmm.
without having a multiple choice. So what do you prefer to do with your mate? And then explain why.
Like car rides.
Okay, okay, okay,
I
okay.
do. I enjoy car rides. I like to talk. If I'm getting to know you, if I'm talking to you, and car rides are always like you ask those uncomfortable questions, but it's like a relaxing environment. So you're not as tensed up during a car ride, especially like you riding down on the parkway or something. And just it's beautiful outside. You just ask those questions, and your guard is not necessarily up, and you're not as tense to answer those uncomfortable questions. To me,
I got you.
we have excellent conversations in the car. In the car rides, and the longer the car rides, you joke around and you just have a good time. But it's just like an intimate space where you can pretty much talk about anything. So I
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that's one of my answers. But now I got to switch up because you said
it.
use one of my answers. Because even my son, by him being in the building, he should know we used to go on road trip. Like I love, we'll drive from Charlotte to New York in a heartbeat. They get off school Friday, we headed out. So I always love that. But I said you said that answer, and I said it before on the show. I'm gonna go dig deeper. I love playing games at the house with my mate. I love Scrabble. I love to play Scrabble. I probably can't spell too many words over 7 letters in life. In life. But with Scrabble, I have good strategies and I remember words that get points.
Mhm.
So but I just love that time because you competing, you it's an intimate time
Mhm.
because you there, and then you got enjoy each other
Right.
and having fun. And a lot of times couples don't know how to have fun in the house. They always got to have fun with other people. So I'm always big on playing games. I can play a card game with my mate. It don't even matter. We can play whatever. But it's yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Just doing something because home is supposed to be home. But if you got to be in the street to have fun, you probably gonna be trying to be out in the street more than at
I
home.
want my mate to be my friend. Like I'm going to be able to sit at home and we, just relax and do something or like and then can I enjoy you, playing a game, just sitting at home. Am I able to enjoy you doing that, And that tells a lot about your relationship. Like how are you in those quiet moments or those one-to-one moments? You just want to have fun and relax. Are can we have fun and relax? And so yeah, sitting at home playing games, yeah, that was
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's funny that you said it. You say when you enjoy your mate. It is and I'll let you elaborate on it so you might could go in depth with this. When you said that, it made me think. Because I said this like maybe 15 years ago. It's 3 levels to me, knowing myself that the person I connect with has to be compatible in these type of, or not even compatible. We have to be good in these spaces.
Mhm.
That's conversating and face to face, conversating over the phone, and what's the other one? Conversating or and having a good time at home. What you just said, because it's important, because mostly anybody can have a good time at the movies or going out doing stuff. But a lot of couples go to different spaces when they home. It's like we don't even know ourselves right now. Like we ain't out having dinner or we ain't doing this. We don't even enjoy each other right now. So it's just big to me to have, you know, different levels of because and then you're not always gonna be there. So if they at work or I'm at work or I'm out of town, if we can't conversate and have a good time,
Mhm.
so I look at all aspects in life when we're together, when we're away from each other,
Right.
communication, and then how do we do well, it's 4 steps because it's like how we enjoy each other outside the house, how we enjoy each other inside. What do you how you feel? Or do you have anything that you wanna, drop a gem on us?
Oh no, like I agree because like I'm silly. I like to have fun. I like to
Okay.
joke around. I'm always cracking jokes and stuff, but I am shy also. But like even still, like can we just sit in the house and listen to music and just like enjoy each other's company? Do we have to be talking, or we just sitting there just having a good time and have a drink and just chill out with the music? And because I know, like for instance, we'll just be like, "Oh, yeah, I bet you don't remember this song," and just have a good time, and then talk about, what was going on around this time when we was listening to this song, stuff like that, simple stuff. But then, like going out in public, can I joke around with you and laugh and have a good time and be silly, or we got to be serious all the time.
Mm.
You know, let's have fun. Like, why are we, always got to have the serious face? Like, let's do something to have fun, and it's not even necessarily anything big. Going for a walk. Going, just out in the stores or out hanging with friends. Like, what are we doing? But are we having a good time? Can we enjoy each other without all these people around? That's
Yeah. See, the good thing that I don't know who's listening, but what I picked up is that Jen is silly. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, she
yeah.
want to
I
have.
want to have a good time, but it's like I'm like, can you have a good time with me?
Yeah, yeah, I get that, and that I wish I would have had a question about that because I don't even think I have a question on all the cards. There's over 150 cards.
I feel good.
Yeah, there's over 150 cards. I don't think silly is one of them, but it might say sense of humor. It might have sense of humor. But before we go, the last question is and I've been running this, so I'm probably running this for a while until I change the topic. But for December, do you believe there's a such thing called relationship entitlement? And if you do, how long before you give that to your mate, or you feel like they should give it to you, if you believe in it?
Okay, I heard this. I heard you talk about this one.
Hmm.
I think there is a sense of entitlement in some people. I feel like when you stop appreciating what I do for you, like I said, I'm a pleaser, so I do things, just nice things. Just sometimes I'll just go out and do something, or like you may mention something, and I'm like, okay, well, let me go see what I can do about it. Just small things, but like when it comes to the point where you no longer say, thank you, or you no longer, you know, do the things yourself anymore, and you start depending, instead of becoming appreciative, you become expected on some
Mm,
of the things. That's when it may be an issue because yes, I love doing things for you, but what are you doing? Are we doing things for each other? And it doesn't necessarily mean there's a certain time limit on it. How was your relationship from the beginning?
mm,
Even as friends, what is there a sense of entitlement there? Just in
mm,
that beginning stage. Some people feel like, right now it's me and you. Even though I'm talking to other people right now, this time, this is our time. So what are we, entitled to in this time? So it's just like some people feel like it's from the very beginning. Me, I feel like it's some things that need to be done. I feel like I can't give you everything in the beginning. Like, and this is agreeing with something that you said. I can't give you everything in the beginning. What are we going to work with? What are you earning in the future? What is it that I can give you then that I can't give you now?
yeah,
So I feel like as you go through your relationship, the entitlement changes or the levels, fluctuate. But like I said, it's more the expectation that I don't like. Just appreciate what I do, not necessarily expect it. So entitlement, I say in the beginning you have your levels and they just change throughout.
that's interesting. That's interesting. And one thing you said, the earning part, I agree with that. I believe it is. It is a such thing as relationship entitlement. I think everybody has their expectations. Some of them don't be realistic, and I just realized once you talk to your person about what you expect,
Mhm.
and it's sad because I think a lot of times, depending on who you're dealing with, we compromise, and we not really even set up to even.
Mhm.
I'm at fault for that. I'll compromise if I think this person is worth it
Mhm.
and give them more than they actually deserve. And I
Absolutely.
believe it's not always reciprocated. I think it's, to me myself, in relations I've been in, it's always somebody that give a little more. And I think me, I'm a pleaser too. And I think sometimes, depending on the person, it's like somebody probably hear this. One of my exes like, cut it out. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm digging you, I'm digging you, and I might give more than I probably should.
Right.
But and that's the whole thing. I guess we have to realize how soon do we give this and make sure that the other person is given as much, you know?
I've had an experience like because I do give a lot, but me now we're still friends, but like at one time we were having this huge argument, and I'm like this, and this. He was like, but Jen, I never asked you. So that kind of made me like kind of halt a little bit. From then on, it's just like not everybody deserves what you give, and not everybody is ready to accept the level that you give. So that kind of made me kind of pull back a little bit from future um, situations, but I'm still that given person. But now it's just like more of like, you really deserve. I kind
Mm,
of think about it now based on our interactions.
yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I think everybody adjusts what they given and what they do if you're paying attention in life.
Mhm,
Because sometimes somebody might have missed that.
mhm.
When you said it, I almost seen it. Like I seen what you were saying. I almost was like I was there and I heard the discussion. Like, but I ain't asked you for that.
Right.
Yeah,
And
but
that's
I ain't
like,
asked you for that. You're like, oh, but you took it.
but you took it.
Yeah,
But you
so
didn't ask me not to. But it was like that wasn't their fault. It was because I knew and I still continue to do it.
yeah, but that's one thing about when you a giving
Mhm.
person, or if you're a hopeless romantic, or the things that could be so great in a relationship, it's just not great for everybody to get out of
Mhm.
a relationship. All right, Jim. Well, I appreciate you coming through. It's a good conversation.
I
And we're gonna
enjoyed
wrap it up. You want to say anything? You want to leave little ending words or anything?
it. Nah, I enjoyed the conversation. I appreciate
All right, no doubt. I appreciate it too. So we out. This is another episode of Relationship Game / Game by Lifeline. I'll let your boy. We out.